Here we go. Let's get started. All right, guys, so we're going to start off by sectioning off the mannequin to get ready for cutting the bangs. So what I'm going to do is go from the high point down to the recession point on the head and just create a nice triangle right in the forehead area of the mannequin or of your client. Now I'm going to clip that away. Side parting, we're going to start off creating a heavy, longer side bang. So what I'm going to do is go with really low elevation. The lower the elevation when you're cutting a bang, the heavier it's going to be. We've talked about this in past videos. If you have to treat the front of the head the same as you would treat the back. So if I'm trying to create light, airy layers, then I definitely want to elevate more. With this, what I want to do is add some extra weight. And this would be for somebody that maybe wants to be able to pull their hair back and doesn't want the hair to fall out, things like that, but they still want that kind of angled fringe around the face. So I keep the low elevation. I work diagonal sections all the way back, bringing them to a stationary guide, and then connecting it on the opposite side. Kind of a weaker hairline, and like I said, if they want to pull all their hair back and not have the hair falling out. So now we're going to move into a light side bang, and what this is going to do, it's going to be cut pretty much the same. The only difference is now we're elevating the hair. So we talked about the more you elevate the hair, the lighter it's going to be in the front. So I'm doing a 90-degree elevation with a stationary guide. So I'm over directing everything over to the same point, pushing it away from my body. I like cutting from a short to long point, so that's why I'm pushing the hair away. You could stand on the opposite side and pull the hair towards you, just really whatever makes you comfortable. But I'm working that stationary guide, cutting, and what that's doing is collapsing that hair, but it's giving it a seamless feel because of the fact that I'm following the head shape. So just make sure when you elevate the hair that your finger angle is parallel with the forehead. See the flow, it works really well. You can see the weight that's been taken out right around the edges of that haircut where it was heavy before. So it just makes it a lot easier. So now we're going to work on a shorter side bang. And what I'm going to do is take diagonal forward sections, over direct them, creating a stationary guide. And again, because we want to go heavy, I'm keeping my elevation low and cutting with my finger angle parallel to my parting. So just making sure I keep that consistent. Now, if you wanted to create a little more of a light feel to this fringe, what I would do is just suggest slight elevation after each section that you take. No one says that you have to stay either stationary or kind of extremely move it. You could just slightly lift it as you go around that curve of the head, and then you won't get so much of a weight line on the opposite side. What I wanted to do for you guys today is just show you what that stationary guide looks like. It's got a really cool feel to it, and it really pushes that weight down to the cheekbone. Why that happens is because as I round the head, my elevations change. So we did create some layering following the round of the head there. Now I'm just connecting the opposite side. See that nice soft angle? It's all created with finger angle, guys. So pretty cool. Now we're gonna do a light, short, more airy, kind of fringy, I guess fringy would be the word, but a PC look in the bang. So what I'm gonna do is take the weight, over direct everything over the part. So I'm taking a vertical section, over directing everything over the part, twisting it, pinching it in my finger, and doing a tease cutting technique with the scissor. What the tease cutting technique is, if you haven't seen that in some of our past videos, you can also look it up on our YouTube channel for sure. But the tease cutting technique is a half open half closing of the scissor. So you're just closing the scissor down on, pinching the hair into the scissor. You'll be able to see a better angle of it here. So I take that vertical section and then I'm just half closing as I go into the hair. We definitely have more detailed videos on that technique if you're looking to learn it. You also could create more of a light piecey feel by elevation. It's giving it more piecey kind of textured feel. Now we're gonna go through and cut a straight bang. I like to do this on dry hair if I can. And what I do is I use the tip of the scissor or the blade of the scissor to lift up the bang. I slide my comb underneath using not super wide teeth, but not super tight either. So the 339 comb works pretty well for me for this. And I go in, I hold the hair up with a nice elevation, not too high, because again, the higher I elevate that comb, the more layered effect I'm gonna get on the hair. So I want that nice solid line in there. Any place throughout the head to create that straight line. Now we're going to create a grunge bang. This is something that's pretty popular. You'll see it all over Instagram, and you know, a lot of hairdressers are creating this kind of chunky PC bang in the front. It's really short, and then they let the longer hair fall over top. So I wanted to show you guys this as well. I know it's not a probably a popular thing in your salon, but people may ask for it, so I think it's good to know it, and it's just fun to cut. So it's really combining a lot of the different techniques that we did, so you can see how that looks. Looks pretty cool. All right, guys, so that's pretty much all the different types of bangs that I had in my head. If you guys have any ideas, post them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. There's the video.